One of the most common questions I see when people are joining Skool is how do they get members inside their community? And when I go and check out their community, I am noticing that they're missing like this one thing on where they could be getting free members from Skool Discovery. So I wanted to show you what that would look like. When you first begin a community, it's going to open it up and you're here, the confetti pops and everything. But when you go to your about page, it's not going to have any images, any videos, and there's a description that's not filled out. There is a group description and a cover photo. These all matter for showing up inside Discovery, and you can find that by going to Settings and going down to Discovery. So these are your group settings, and Discovery says that you need to have a certain number of members, posts, activity to show up in Discovery, but you also need the group description, about page description, images, and a cover image. So this is where I'm seeing a lot of people not having like one or two of these things, and you do have to have those to show up. So right now it says no, none, none, unknown. We want to change that so that you are getting growth from the discovery itself. So you're going to come in here, and if you're just starting out, you can go something simple where you go to Canva and you just put like the name of your community there. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. The more images that you do put inside here, it's going to be more helpful. A lot of people like to put a VSL at the very beginning. And then inside the group description, you're going to want to make sure you have good keywords. Now, the keywords matter because this is also where people can go into Discovery and search you. So if we were to go to Discovery now and I wanted to search something like meal prep, the only way that things will show up for meal prep is if it is in the about page copy itself. So here we have a community. I'm going to pull that up right now. And you come to the about page and it says the word meal prep. That is why it is showing up, right? So this part is very important, and also for being searched by AI and those search engines, because they can also recommend you. But when we want to look over here, I kind of like have this own framework where if you're going to be putting the time and effort into creating a community, make sure that this group description is really well made out, and so is the photo. This part is important for, I'm going to read this and decide if I want to click on it. So meal prep made fun, fast, healthy, and affordable. Eat better without spending all day in the kitchen. That's awesome because this tells me exactly my benefits for joining. And this makes me want to go read what the about page says. And then the about page is supposed to make me choose to go ahead and decide and join the community. We can look at other communities for that, but I'm also going to give you my framework. The framework that I like to use is Promise Proof Plan. You want to figure out what is one tangible thing that they get when they join, like what is the focused outcome. And when we go back to here, I'm going to show you, this one is telling us you're going to eat better without spending all day in the kitchen. It's also telling you that it's healthy and it's affordable. Fast is that whole not spending all day in the kitchen part. Over here, this is still very good. It's a space for women. So now I know my tangible outcome is probably going to be that I'm going to spend time with other women to get the meal prep recipe. That's the first thing that I'm getting, right? And then we also want to go into the proof. So let's come over here. Let's see. It's home cooked meals and plan weekly goals. Like that's telling me that that's what they're providing. And here's the plan over here. Members are saving hundreds. This is really good proof. Members are saving hundreds each month, skipping overpriced takeout. That's a huge one. And enjoying food that actually fuels them. And he tests every recipe with his continuous glucose monitor. So this is great. And then jump into the Zoom co-prepping sessions. This is telling me how this is going to be done. This is what I can expect to join. So that's the framework that I would say if you're going to your own community and you're going to go put something in your about page, is make sure that it's keyword and it is easy for people to answer yes to. Like, this is what I want. Then you go over to settings. Here's where you're going to update the cover photo, and here's where you do the group description. So if you have cover photo, group description, an image here, and the about page, you will start to show up in Discovery so that people can find your community and they can join. And you're basically getting free members from Skool. Another thing is if you go over to the gym sections when you're in Skoolers, go and click on Matt Burns' post and read all about this and go through pretty much everything he has to say, because this is how you could also get free members from ChatGPT 5 or Claude or Grok. there are people that are getting actual customers from ChatGPT searching and finding you. So if you use that, this is talking mostly about like a public community or having your about page found. So let's come back over here. There is a difference with private. So nobody can see inside your group. And this is important for if you have like a support group where people are sharing things. Because if you have a public group, everybody's going to be able to see in your group. And I would usually say public is probably a smart thing if it's a free community and you're planning to make posts that are more SEO friendly. But if you plan to make a free community and you want people to talk and feel comfortable talking with each other, then probably make it a private one. So this is how you can get free members from Skool Discovery and a little bonus on AI search engines.